that little pause where you just don't know. Should I do this? I feel like I should. And all the anxiety kind of trickles out from there. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Pleasant Financial Conversations. On today's conversation, I'm going to be looking at one trait that I see in those overperformers with money, and it's in relationship to giving. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for a pleasant financial conversation. And ladies, I've got a private group for women over on Facebook. You're welcome to join and ask any financial question that you have. All right, when we have people who are overperforming with money, there's this awkwardness that happens with giving. Now, I see it in a couple of different ways. One is when you're sitting at that table, you got a couple of friends together, maybe it's just one friend, and the waiter comes over and they're like, okay, how am I doing the check? And there's that pause, and then you're the person that's like, well, I'll get it. Even though you weren't planning to pay for the meal anyway. That's one way that it shows up. Perhaps it shows up for you in a different way, where you are on vacation and doing your vacation thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I gotta get this person a gift. Oh, but if I get that person a gift, then I'm gonna get this person a gift. And if I get that person a gift, I'm gonna get this person a gift. Man, now I've got a list of about 10 people that I need to give a gift because I would hate for one of them to see that I got a gift, but then not the others. Now, these are not inherently bad things. The act of giving money away and not being so attached to the dollars, I think is a really positive thing. But if you'll notice with each of these situations, it wasn't like a unattachment. There was this feeling of social obligation that came with the giving. But you'll also notice that there's like an element of self-sacrifice, and not self-sacrifice from a expansive way, but a self-sacrifice from like a pit of the stomach type of thing. And I would say that that type of energy, when we bring that into giving, doesn't make the act of giving pure. And so what makes me curious is how come? Like, how come there's that energy, that feeling, that obligation that we need to give first, that we always need to take the hit, that we need to take on that burden of the meal or giving money away before we even pay for our own vacation? Is there not my cup runneth over, and from that overflow we give to others? This is something I've been considering lately as I've been writing a book, and I'm really curious how it lands for you. Is there something in this that really resonates? Is there something in it that's like, no, that's not it, Liz? Either way, I'd love to hear from you, so make sure to comment. All right, friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. And until next time, friends, you take care.